7 Money Habits I Wish I Started Sooner isn't just a catchy title, it's a painful truth. If you've ever felt like your paycheck disappears the second it hits your account, or like you're always one emergency away from being broke again, you're not alone. Most people were never taught how to manage money, build wealth, or even think about finances beyond survival. And that lack of financial education? It's costing you more than money, it's costing you peace, time, and freedom. Truth is, no one warns you how emotional money can get. The stress of seeing your balance drop after every swipe. The guilt when you treat yourself and then realize rent's due. The anxiety of watching others succeed while you're stuck. It feels like you're always behind, always catching up. And that mindset, that constant chase, it kills your confidence. It makes you believe that wealth is for other people. But that's a lie. This guide isn't about getting rich overnight, it's about getting smart today. These 7 habits I wish I had learned sooner aren't some recycled tips from a finance blog. They're hard-earned, battle-tested shifts that completely change how you see and use money. Real habits. Real mindset flips. Backed by finance tips, personal finance wins, and a fresh take on financial psychology that's built for real life, not for millionaires on Wall Street. So if you're tired of the same struggle, and you're ready to finally feel in control of your finances without shame or overwhelm, stick with me. Because what you're about to learn can change everything. By the end of this, you'll know how to build wealth quietly, confidently, and consistently, with habits that compound like crazy over time. Most folks have no clue where their money actually goes. They just swipe, tap, and hope for the best at the end of the month. But when you start tracking every single dollar, even that $2 coffee or the random Amazon impulse buy, something shifts. You start seeing patterns, habits that either build you up or drain your future. That one small move? It's the first real punch you throw in the fight for financial freedom. Imagine treating your personal finance like the characters in Breaking Bad treated their operations: calculated, precise, no room for error. Walter White didn't leave his business to chance, and neither should you. Apps like Anab or Mint can act like your sidekick, helping you get a clear picture of your spending. Once you log even the tiny stuff, like gas station snacks or Netflix subscriptions, you'll spot those sneaky leaks that kill your savings goals without you even noticing. This isn't about guilt-tripping yourself for spending. It's about awareness. Think of it like turning on the lights in a dark room. You can't clean up what you can't see. By writing things down or reviewing your bank statements weekly, you start asking better questions. Do I really need that subscription? Is this helping me grow? Now you're thinking with a financial psychology mindset, not just reacting to whatever pops up. And here's the kicker: once you have this awareness, you start noticing trends. You begin to anticipate your expenses, make smarter decisions, and even free up cash to invest. That's where the magic happens. Because when you start stacking good money habits on top of clarity, you'll be ready to take the next big step, building wealth without lifting a finger. Most people pay bills, hit the grocery store, maybe buy a few extras, and then think about saving, if there's anything left. That's backwards. The real game changer? Pay yourself first. Before the landlord, before the gym, before Starbucks gets your money, move a chunk straight to savings or investments. Set it up automatically and you won't even feel it. It's like planting seeds that grow behind your back. Picture this: every time you get paid, 10% goes straight into a high-yield savings account or an index fund like VTI or SCHD. You're not just saving, you're building freedom. It's what the character Chris Gardner did in The Pursuit of Happiness. Even when he was broke, he made room for growth. He believed in his future self enough to prioritize it, and that's the kind of energy you need when building a solid money mindset. Setting this up is crazy simple. Most banks let you create automatic transfers, and investment apps like Fidelity or Vanguard let you schedule recurring deposits. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill, except this bill pays you. This habit becomes the foundation for passive income, long-term wealth, and that feeling of control you've been chasing. That's how people get rich quietly, by putting systems in place. You start feeling different when your savings grow on autopilot. Your habits shift. Your confidence builds. You're not living paycheck to paycheck, you're stacking your future like a boss. And that's just the start. because what comes next might challenge everything you think you know about success and lifestyle. Let's be real, making more money feels amazing. But here's the trap: the second that paycheck goes up, most folks start spending like they've already made it. New car, bigger apartment, fancy dinners every weekend. That's lifestyle inflation, and it's a silent killer of wealth. The money looks like it's growing, but your bank account stays flat, or worse, drops. Rich habits start when you don't try to look rich. Think about Jim from The Office. Even when he got promoted, he didn't start rocking Rolexes or buying Lumbos. He stayed low-key, played the long game. That's how real financial freedom gets built. Instead of upgrading your lifestyle, upgrade your investments. If you're making an extra $500 a month, put $300 in index funds or a Roth IRA. Let your future self say thank you while your peers chase status they can't afford. Lifestyle inflation doesn't just hit your wallet, it hits your mindset. You start feeling like you need those upgrades just to feel successful. That's where financial psychology comes in. When you learn to separate wants from needs and delay gratification, you build serious emotional strength. This isn't about deprivation, it's about freedom. Owning your choices, not letting culture dictate them. The truth? Most millionaires still drive used cars and live in modest homes. That's how they stay wealthy. The ones flaunting it? Usually drowning in debt. So the next time your income goes up, ask yourself, am I investing in my future or flexing for the gram? And just wait till you see how one simple rule can protect you from falling into emotional spending traps. Impulse spending is sneaky, it feels good in the moment but wrecks your long-term game. That's why the 24-hour rule is a straight-up money-saving hack. When you feel the urge to buy something that isn't essential, pause. Don't click buy now, don't tap your card, just wait a full day. That pause gives your brain space to separate what you want from what you actually need. This is exactly what Tom Hanks' character in Castaway did emotionally when stranded. He learned how to wait, think, survive without reacting instantly. You can apply the same survival mindset to personal finance. That 24-hour wait might stop you from spending $200 on sneakers you'll forget in a month, and redirect that cash into something that actually grows your net worth, like a new skill or side hustle. During that waiting period, do a little math. Ask yourself, how many hours did I work to earn this? That mindset shift is powerful. Or ask yourself, does this align with my money goals? You'd be shocked how often the answer is no. This habit builds discipline, and over time, helps you develop rock-solid money habits that make you feel in control, not controlled by your wallet. Eventually, your brain rewires. Shopping becomes intentional, not emotional. You feel more peace, more clarity, and you make fewer dumb purchases. That's what financial education does. It helps you protect your future from your past habits. And speaking of future, the next move might just flip your whole mindset about what really counts as valuable. If it doesn't make you money or grow in value, it's probably a liability. Most people confuse looking rich with being rich, and that confusion costs them years. Assets are the real MVPs, things like index funds, rental property, high-income skills, or even a small online biz. Liabilities? That's stuff that looks shiny but drains your wallet, like luxury cars, designer clothes, or overpriced gadgets. Ever watch Shark Tank? Every time someone shows up pitching a business that creates real cash flow, the sharks lean in. Why? Because assets create freedom. Instead of blowing $1,000 on the latest iPhone upgrade, imagine using that cash to buy shares of VTI or invest in a graphic design course that lands you freelance gigs. One drains you, the other multiplies you. When you shift your money habits toward assets, your whole life levels up. Your income stops being tied only to hours worked. Now you've got investments compounding, side hustles scaling, and skills that bring in extra cash. That's how financial psychology shifts, from consumer to creator. You're not just spending, you're building. And trust me, that mindset is rare. Most people never flip the switch. And the crazy part? You don't need to be rich to start. Even $50 a month into assets beats zero. You're laying the groundwork for long-term wins. You're building personal finance muscles most people don't even know exist. And next up, We'll talk about a daily ritual that'll keep sharpening your money mindset like a blade. You can't win a game you don't understand, and most people are out here trying to play life with zero financial education. That's like showing up to a poker table and not knowing the rules. Spend just 15 minutes a day learning about money, and you'll blow past 90% of people. It's one of the cheapest, most powerful money habits you'll ever build. Think of it like Neo in The Matrix. Once he saw how the system worked, everything changed. That's exactly what happens when you start reading books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money, or even just watching finance YouTubers like Andrei Jikh or Graham Stephan. Your brain starts spotting opportunities everywhere. You see money differently. You think differently. Those 15 minutes don't have to be complicated. Listen to a podcast while driving. Read one chapter before bed. Watch a short video during lunch. And every time you do, you're programming your mind for wealth. You're building a new identity, someone who doesn't just survive financially, but thrives. This habit stacks with time. In a year, you won't recognize the way you think. Most people binge Netflix. But imagine if you replaced just a fraction of that with learning how to make money, build assets, or master personal finance. You'd shift from broke and overwhelmed to clear and confident. And wait till you see how one ancient truth can tie it all together, blending contentment and ambition in a way most people never consider. It's easy to confuse gratitude with settling. But real gratitude isn't about shrinking your dreams, it's about appreciating what you have while still reaching for more. Financial peace starts when you stop obsessing over what others have and start owning your path. That verse in 1 Timothy 6 verse 6 hits hard. Godliness with contentment is great gain. Being grounded makes growth feel lighter, not heavier. Take Will from Good Will Hunting. Dude had genius level talent, but didn't value it until he faced his fears and started owning his potential. Same goes for your finances. Be grateful for your current job, your little wins, your progress, but don't let that gratitude turn into comfort that keeps you stuck. You can feel blessed and want better. That's a powerful money mindset most people miss. One of the most underrated finance tips is to look at your life like it's already valuable, but unfinished. You're not waiting to feel enough. You already are. But you're also building. You're investing in yourself, learning how to make money smarter, and stacking habits that align with who you want to be. Gratitude reminds you how far you've come. Ambition shows you where you're going. So start each morning with thanks, and still chase the life you know you're meant for. Write it down. Speak it out loud. And don't settle for scraps when you were built for more. Because when your spirit and your bank account align, you move different. And that's when you're ready to hear the 7 money habits I wish I started sooner. You've just unlocked 7 powerful money habits that most people spend decades, or never, figuring out. From tracking your dollars to rewiring your mindset, every single habit you just learned is a building block for freedom. But here's the real question: what are you going to do with it? Are you going to let these insights sit in your brain, or are you ready to put them into action and start living life on your terms? Think about it. How much longer are you willing to live paycheck to paycheck, always stressing about bills, constantly wondering why others seem to move forward while you feel stuck? This is your moment. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. If you want to keep getting finance tips, personal finance hacks, and habits that actually work in real life, this is where you need to be. And if you're serious about transforming not just your money, but your entire life from the inside out, there's something waiting for you. My go-to resource, Holistic Health, Nourish Your Mind, Balance Your Finances, Transform Your Life, is built exactly for people like you. It shows you how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt with strategy, and stay mentally clear even when the pressure hits. This is where health, habits, and money come together in a way that finally makes sense. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment.